I don't know. The guy was like, take some of your clothes off, get prepared. And I took too many clothes off, and I was like, God. I was like, sorry. Wow. It's like when you're walking down the corridor, someone's like, Happy Friday.
No.
A drive-by. What are you meant to say to that then?
And also to you.
What? It's not church, bro. Peace be with you. Welcome back to Critical Banter. This is a podcast where we take the very best bits from your favorite late night shows and package them into one single podcast. Today's episode, we have the game Bullslut, and we'll be going through some of the pet peeves you guys have sent in on Pet Peeves. Creative segment name. But before that, throughout the week, we've got me, Miguel, and we have Senny.
Hello.
And who else do we have, Sen?
We don't have Kush today. God knows where he is. And Ro is, as we said last week, currently
Still finding a hotel.
Still finding a hotel somewhere in London. So we put the call out. We needed a guest this week. And we thought, why not get the guy who hosted the trivia we went to a few weeks ago? So before I introduce our guest, let me give our listeners just a bit of a recap. So a few weeks ago, we spoke about how we went to a Simpsons trivia.
Absolutely.
And full disclosure, we absolutely cheated on the Simpsons trivia, but I don't think our guest really cares.
You guys would go to a Harry Potter one?
So we went to the Simpsons one first. And then towards the end, the host came around and gave everyone flyers for his show. And we're like, oh, cool. This is interesting. I've never seen this kind of marketing before.
And what did it say on the flyer, Sen?
It said, Zoo Fast, Zoo Furious, the name of his show. So I'm like, all right, this is cool.
And his head nicely photoshopped on a Too Fast, Too Furious poster, I believe.
So then we're like, all right, cool. So then, as the guest, unnamed guest said,
unnamed for now.
2 weeks later, we ran it back and we went to a Harry Potter trivia. And this time, I think we came third. And that was quite impressive. We were happy with that. And again, he gave flyers. And we're like, you know what? This marketing has worked. You can't call your show Zoo Fast and Furious and not expect me to show up. So we went and saw his show. Great show. And so we're like, mate, next thing is we might as well get him on the podcast. So please welcome our guest, Mr. Henry Zhu.
Thanks for having me, fellas.
How does it feel? Was our story accurate in any way? I feel like it was.
Oh, yeah. No, you nailed it.
Yeah, full disclosure, we did consult Google for both trivias, sadly, and we didn't come first.
You guys cheated and you still couldn't fucking win?
I had to make it believable, man.
Yeah, because you know how, like, if you're cheating in school exam, right, you can't just give 100%. That's so sus. Yeah. You got to throw a few questions here and there. The only problem was there was actual nerds there who pretty much got 100%. So like, fuck, we should have just cheated the entire way and you wouldn't have known or /cared.
Yeah. People wearing Gryffindor scarves. That's how you know you're fucked. You know?
My favorite part was the entire way through, you were just roasting the people who showed up to the trivia. And I'm like, dude, this guy's so aggressive. Like you would walk around and literally call us, like calling people nerds. Can we talk about your trivia hosting then? Like, was that your tactic all the way through just to be very like punchy and very aggressive or?
Yeah, mostly for the Harry Potter people and also the Taylor Swift people because like was
there a Taylor Swift one?
Yeah, the Taylor Swift one. There's always like, a bit of a shame attached to being a fan of those things.
A Swiftie is what they call themselves.
Yeah, or the gaylers for the ones who think Taylor Swift's gay and post conspiracy theories about her being...
Is that actually a thing?
A closet...
It better be a thing, bro.
So wait, how many have you hosted now then?
I don't know, like 20 probably.
What's the most like niche or outrageous one you've hosted? Or would it be Taylor Swift?
I mean, there was a RuPaul one where people fucking, went off at me for pronouncing all the names wrong.
I was going to say, do you know anything about RuPaul?
Fuck no.
It's a drag show, right?
Yeah.
RuPaul's drag race show?
Yeah,
race?
RuPaul's Drag Race.
That's one I feel like super fans are coming to that.
You know the super fans when they ask like the semantics of the question? It's like, are we talking about season 1 or all the seasons? And I was like, man, fuck.
Whatever you want.
The answer sheet says this.
So you get given those questions and answers, right?
Yeah.
Can I ask, have you watched any of the Harry Potters or like, have any kind of knowledge on them?
Yeah, I had a childhood.
Okay.
Yeah, I watched some. I don't really like Harry Potter as a kid. I'm going to be honest. The guy's kind of... He's the least interesting person in his own fucking movie.
That is true. I agree with that. Who would you say is your favorite or most interesting?
I love Ron, dude. He's just...
Really? The ginger?
Yeah. I mean, he's just like, oh, please don't kill me. And it's like,
I don't know. I found Ron to be a pathetic character as well.
I don't know why you're looking at me, son. I have not watched a single Harry Potter movie. I was calling it episodes during the trivia. And I was getting called out, dude.
Do people take it very seriously? Because like we didn't give a fuck. We were obviously cheating and like whatever. But like I assume there's some nerds out there who like actually come prepared and like.
There's a few teams. I mean, it depends on, like, I'll read them out. Like, I'll read their faces. Like, some of them are like, they're like neurodivergently into it. And I'm like,
I think you can say that. That's fine.
but as in, like, they're so obsessed and like they're so serious. Though I'm like, I can't make jokes with you. You're gonna be fucking offended.
Yeah,
you know? So
yeah.
I just, it's like, all right, you do your thing. Because I get like death stares sometimes when I make jokes with them. They're just like, can you just say the question? I'm like, oh, all right, sorry.
Do you have people who try and correct the answer? So like if you have the answer in the sheet and they think it's wrong, are they going up to you?
Oh,
Like,
yeah, all the
actually,
time, all
in
the
episode 24, season 3, it was red, not green.
Yeah. They also do like the fucking like, oh, do we get a fucking
Half
extra
point.
point for doing the Elven spelling as well kind of shit. I'm just like, come on, man. I don't even know if you're right.
I don't get paid enough for this.
Yeah.
All right, leaving trivia aside, a question that we ask our guests, and we haven't had a guest in a while. So firstly, thank you for coming on. The question that we ask our guests is, what is your rarest moment?
All right, I don't know if this counts, but I went to Thailand to get like, I didn't go to Thailand just for the fucking massage, but you know, it was on the way.
Yeah.
And I don't know, the guy was like, take some of your clothes off, get prepared. And I took too many clothes off and I was like, God. I was like, sorry.
Were you fully birthday suit?
No, I didn't do underwear.
All right.
And he was still like, come on. Fucking this is a fucking respectful establishment. You know?
Were you in like a changing room or were you just out in some sort of public
I was like, like
communal area?
You know when you go to like a fucking GP and there's like a little
Reception area?
Yeah, with the there's the curtains. The
Oh, the
curtains
curtain, yeah.
It was kind of like that, but like times 10. So I just took some clothes off and then the Thai massage guy comes in and is like, what the fuck are you doing?
That's actually like one of my worst fears.
What?
Because I've gotten a few massages, right? Like some here, some overseas. And then they act as if you know what to do. So like when I walk in, they're just like, yep, you know what to do? Take off your clothes. I'll come back in 2 minutes. And I'm there like, what clothes do you want me to take off? How many do you want me to take off?
Surely you should know you're not going balls to walls, right? Like you've got to keep
Brother, I don't know. I'm not a massage veteran.
Also, it's kind of impressive to be offensive at a Thai massage. Like that takes effort to offend the guy.
I mean, the only massage videos I've seen usually they don't have any clothes on. So I was like, I'll go with the light.
You can only go with what you know, Senny.
Also, my red flag would have been when it was a guy who was coming to give me a massage. I would have been putting clothes on if he told me to.
Fucking hell.
Brother, not today.
Look, I thought it was just like it's a massage. They're professionals. They're used to it. They're seeing everyone in the undies, and
so did you get what you paid for in the end, or were you actually hoping for a bit of bing bong, as they call it?
A nice wank afterwards. So.
On your own?
Oh yeah. I was
reminiscing of the good times.
Yeah, I was using my imagination. Let's not put this in the front.
A few more questions just to finish us off here. So you are a comedian. I guess we want to know, when did you get started? How long have you been doing it for? What was your motivation for getting started in this?
Or was your real ambition trivia host? Yeah. Was that the final goal? Comedy was just a gateway into...
Yeah, into trivia hosting. No, that was my dream and I've attained it. So I can die now.
Oh.
I'll die a happy man.
Much more lucrative.
Yeah. No, it honestly is. It is honestly way more lucrative than...
Seriously?
Unless you're doing like fucking cruises or corporate gigs.
Yeah. Can you disclose how much you got paid for the trivia? Are we breaking some sort of industry code here?
I get 150. But the thing is, with a headliner for comedy, it's usually 200 to 250. If it's a bigger show, 500 to X thousand amount of dollars, which I'm obviously not getting that.
Yeah.
And if you're emceeing, it's usually about 50 to 150, depending on how fucking stingy the room runner is.
So 150 is not bad for trivia then, because you don't have to do anything. They give you the questions and answers. You just rock up and call people nerds for literally an hour. I assume you get free food and drinks?
No.
Oh, you have to pay for that.
Oh, yeah, I get a student discount for drinks. I got like an old student. I'm just like, yeah, man.
It's not a bad gig at all. But no, actually, how did you get started then?
So it was back in like 2016. I was doing fucking reviews at UNSW, and I liked it. So I was like, I'll keep doing it, and then I just kept doing it.
Was this online or in person?
In person.
Like, what do you mean reviews?
Like
like a law review, med review.
Oh,
Not
dude.
REVIEW.
That's exactly what. Oh,
He wasn't reviewing fucking food online,
I thought it
brother.
was like, Roundhouse burger reviews or something.
yeah, no.
Oh, okay. So you're doing all that. That's cool.
Bit of theater, bit of acting. Is that what it is? I
Yeah.
never went to a review. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah,
You're not
neither
missing
did I.
out on
I just walked away from the people handing out flyers, trying to get me to go to fucking med review, doing Grease or some shit. Fuck off.
Yeah, no, I was doing that as well. So the flyers for the trivia was like, the same fucking.
This
thing.
is not okay, right? So something we do on the podcast here is we review snacks in offices.
Yes.
Oh, well, I want to ask you firstly, how would your office snacks rank up against some of the ones that we've looked at so far?
Do Nespresso pods count as snacks?
I think that's pretty. A lot of offices don't have that, so yeah, I would say that's pretty decent.
All right, we've got Nespresso pods. We got Twinings tea, not the T2 that I see you guys with the big four banks having.
That's
Twinings is not bad as well. I don't. Is that so? Wait, do you get any free food, like fruit at least, or
We have a fortnightly fruits basket.
fortnightly.
It's a non-profit.
It's the fortnightly is a rogue cadence, bro.
It is weird. I'm like,
Fruit doesn't last a fortnight. does
Yeah,
it?
so you're having black bananas every second Friday.
okay, look, the bananas are fine. They got kiwi fruits there, and it just sits there for 2 weeks. No one wants kiwi fruit in the.
No one wants a
office?
kiwi, man.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like just a fucking half a cucumber.
Oh, the other half
Who
go,
wants
brother.
it?
Do people take the fruits home, you reckon? Is that bad juju to steal fruits from a not-profit?
Nah, it's fine. Like it's for the staff, so it's
Okay.
yeah. But it's more just like the amount of fruit. It's like 3 bananas and like a couple apples, couple pears, and then they just chuck in the kiwi fruit there.
And a cucumber.
Yeah.
Cucumbers. Who's eating a cucumber, bro? What the fuck?
It's usually leftovers from other events, and it's like
They just chuck it in
yeah,
with
you
all
guys
the
will
other
never
stuff.
guess what we brought.
Any other rogue fruit or vegetables that you ever seen there? Or
Oh, we get like monthly birthday cakes at the staff meeting, and
That's
we
pretty
got
decent.
those Kirkland.
the drinks.
No, the cakes.
Wasn't Kirkland? Wait, what am I thinking of?
You think of Kirk's.
Kirk's.
Kirkland
Yeah,
is
the
Costco brand.
Costco brand, yeah.
Ah, those are decent as well, right?
Yeah, they're not
They're
bad.
okay, but like they also, I think they throw them out like 2 weeks because there's too much cake for everyone, and then they kind of just keep it in the fridge for 2 weeks and let it go moldy. So
What's up with 2 weeks at your office?
They work on a fortnightly basis.
yeah, man,
bro.
I get
Everything
paid
is fortnightly.
Yeah,
Fair enough. Well, this week we will be looking at a different kind of office snacks this week. So normally we go for corporate, bigwig offices. This week we got a rogue submission from one of our listeners, a doctor. So yes, doctors do listen to this podcast. So if anyone
That's a shame. That's an indictment on the medical.
if anyone tells you that
profession.
this podcast is for idiots, you're only half wrong. But we have Liverpool Hospital office snacks. I can't really call it an office, can you? So we got Liverpool Hospital snacks. I'm going to review them. All right. The first photo we got here is a wide open fridge.
What's in the fridge then?
All right. So in the fridge, we got a lot of milk. We got heaps of full cream milk, bit of skim milk as well. And then there just seems to be a lot of open food in here. Like a lot of half-eaten. That looks like a juice cup. There seems to be like a box of El Jana chicken or something at the bottom there.
Ooh.
So my initial thoughts is this is all just the different staff members. That's
Staff fridge. Yeah.
It's a staff fridge. So none of this is, if you want, you can steal someone else's food. But this is all, people own this food. This isn't a free-for-all.
Why does the fridge have no lights on? That's worrying.
Maybe it's not even plugged in this fridge.
Yeah, you're right. That's a great point. The fridge doesn't look on, man.
Yeah.
There's not even that one backlight at the top. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Looks like they took these fucking photos during an outage,
The thing is, right, a lot of the fridges we've seen so far are quite like clean and like organized.
This looks messy, man.
This looks so messy. Like, fair enough. They're all doctors. They're busy. But like, surely there's a bit of,
method to the madness.
Exactly. This just looks like everyone's just chucked it in, God knows how long the shit at the bottom's been in there for.
You reckon this is getting cleaned out?
Yeah, so Henry said that their office gets cleaned out every 2 weeks. This looks like this hasn't been cleaned out in 2 years. There's dead set. Like, what is that? Like on the right-hand side.
It's like a coffee cup. But
it's like a coffee cup, but it's filled with
like single use. Yeah, fucking
is it
sushi soy sauce.
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't put that in the fridge though, would you?
Who knows, man? The doctors are built different, man.
All right, so this fridge is pretty pathetic. We'll move on to the second picture. It's a sad-looking basket with 1 tin of coffee, and then there's 3 plastic cups with, it looks like sugar, tea bags, and I guess a sugar equivalent, like an
Equal or something.
Like a stevia.
Like stevia, exactly.
yeah.
This is depressing.
This is so depressing. This is all you get. Literally, like, this is not even Nescafe. At least give me a Nescafe for fuck's sake. This is International Roast.
Ugh.
And then in terms of the tea brand,
The tea brand is probably Aldi, bro. What is that?
Impra. Have you heard of Impra, Henry?
No, I don't think anyone has.
So far we've seen T2, Twinings,
Zoetic.
bit of Dilma, but Impra is for the first time. It's English breakfast, they call it.
It's for the hectics, this one.
All right, let's
Even
say,
the tea doesn't look good on the packaging. Like, isn't that?
like if you zoom in, it's a pretty sad looking tea.
Yeah.
It is. It is. What is that?
Yeah, even the saucer looks like just something that they got out of the cupboard.
It looks like the saucer looks like one of those empty yogurt containers. You know, you have your Greek yogurt, you empty it, you just wash it out, and you just shove tea in there.
Oh my God, it's
So that's the tea and coffee offerings. If we move on to the final picture, it is just a wide shot of the kitchen.
microwave, to be fair.
So they got a microwave. They've got,
What is on top of the microwave?
that's just a bag with plastic cups.
Is it a used bag? It looks used.
I think it's, you know how they come in like the packaging of like plastic?
Yeah.
I think it's just that. So I think it's been opened and you can take stuff out there. They got bins at the bottom. They got a fridge, and that, do you know what that is? So next to the fridge to the right of it,
What is that?
it's an ice machine.
You got an ice machine.
You got an ice machine there.
That's actually a huge offering.
That is, well, why do you need an ice machine?
That's also a good question. Because cafes, they charge extra for iced coffee because it costs a lot to maintain ice.
So technically, you know, you could make yourself a free iced coffee here if you were a doctor or a nurse or whatever. No,
Would I want to consume that iced coffee with what? International roast?
That's true. No, you wouldn't. I think the ice is for the patients. So if someone had a bruise or like swelling or whatever, you can just put ice into like a bag, tie it up.
I think the ice would be held somewhere more, you know, sanitary and maybe less
kitcheny.
less kitcheny, exactly. More fit for purpose.
What did you expect, like an esky or something?
I expect it to be in a different room, brother.
But I think in this final one, there's also there's a tap and there's some hand sanitizer. The biggest takeaway for me is there's no food. There's no fruits, no biscuits, no nothing.
And doctors famously work, like 20 plus hour shifts?
Exactly. But I'm happy to see that there's no food.
Why?
This is a public hospital. This is my taxpayer dollars.
You don't want to waste it on a fruit basket.
No, they get Aldi coffee, Aldi tea. That is how it should be. The bare minimum. Dude, these doctors are, okay, maybe not junior doctors, but senior doctors are earning plenty of money. They can go buy a nice coffee if they want.
Okay, counterpoint. You know hospitals also have nurses, right?
All right, fine. Think of the nurses. But again, they're on my taxpayer dollars. So therefore, as little as they can get for free as possible, the better.
Oh my
Is this a hot
God.
take?
It is a hot take.
It's a bit of a hot take.
You should give them a little something. I'm not saying fucking 5-star meal, Epicurean buffet at the Crown or anything. I'm just saying a bit of fruit, man.
This is the bare minimum.
Something to tie you over.
You can get free water, some ice, tea, coffee. What more do you want?
Free water as if water's not a basic human right.
No, dude, I will die on this hill. I am so sorry. If you're working in the public sector, this is all you deserve.
I'm more concerned about the fact that there's no pictures of what's in the upper section of the fridge. Like, they keep the vaccines there.
Yeah, if they're keeping the ice for the patients next to the fridge, surely there's multi-purpose on the
just
freezer.
a couple sneaky AstraZenecas up there in case anyone wants to pick me up.
Overall, messy fridge, shit tea and coffee, nothing else. What are we giving it?
I'm thinking, what have you given the other ones? PwC last week, -1.
Might have been a bit too harsh on that.
Nah, it was fine. We gave Westpac, I believe they had nothing as well.
We gave them a 1.
We gave them a 1.
Deloitte a 2. We gave KPMG a 3.
We have a really high bar, bro.
Yeah, so Henry.
Yeah, I saw you guys rate those things. I was like, What are you on about? These are so much better than my office. What is this?
Actually, let me ask you right now: is this better than your office?
no.
Okay, all right.
But
So
they have locks on their cupboards up there. I was like, what's going on there?
what? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's where they keep the snacks,
Yeah.
just for the shift manager. You know, they bring out the biscuits and whatnot. So what are we saying? This is pretty bare bones. This is quite literally the bare minimum.
I think I'll give it a 1.
I give it a 2. I mean, there's a microwave.
The microwave and the ice machine. So we're gonna.
Oh no, ice machine, yeah, 2. Bump it up to a 2. The ice
They also
machine's a
got
lovely
the,
touch.
Filter water there. You know.
Oh, the zip taps.
Yeah, I can respect that. You know, you can just get boiling water on demand.
You can change
Oh,
the temperature of your water at command, man.
Oh shit, this is better than my office. I just realized that. God damn it.
2 it is. Alrighty, we're playing Bullslut today with Henry. Just to give you a bit of context, Bullslut is a game that we play often because, to be honest, we can't come up with any other better games.
It's fine.
It's a game that we're going to play with all of our guests now, and you're going to be playing Miguel. And Bullslut essentially is just a game of bluffing. That's all it is. So I'm going to ask you guys to name as many things within the category. You're going to go back and forth. So I'll say, name car brands. Miguel will say 4, you'll say 5, 6, etc. And then you're going to call out the other if you think they can't name that many in 30 seconds. So it's all about confidence and bluffing. You want to, try and give off the idea that you can name as many as you can. But don't be like Kush, because Kush straight off the bat will say 27 and we'll get to about 7 and give up. So don't be like him. Don't be a hero. Let's play, nice and fair. And I'll give you the first category. So your first category is, funnily enough, things you can find in a hospital.
7.
All right.
Oh,
So straight off the bat, Henry's
Damn.
gone 7. Dude, we just went through snacks in an office. If you can't do 7, I'd be so concerned right now.
9.
Thank
I
you.
think I can name.
11.
Do more than 11 numbers as well.
All right, it's easy when you're holding the phone, Sen. Shut the fuck up. 12.
You know what? Yeah, that's 2.5 seconds per fucking thing. Go for it.
All right.
Bullslut on that.
He's called Bullslut. So Miguel, you have 30 seconds to name 12 things you can find in a hospital. Your time starts now.
Patient. Doctor. Nurse. Syringe. Vaccine. Medicine.
No, I'm gonna
Bed.
Fine, 6.
Mask.
Yep. 7.
Scalpel.
8. Yeah, 15 seconds.
That's not enough, mate. That's nowhere near enough. What else is in a fucking hospital, bro?
Mate,
Scrubs.
Scrubs, 9.
Got that one. Vending machine. That's in a lot of hospitals.
10. 3 seconds.
I'm done, bro. Fucking hell.
Seriously?
Yeah. How many did I need?
12. You got to 10.
What am I missing?
I don't know.
Reception.
I was gonna go reception as well.
We could have said coffee, tea, fridge.
But that's not fun, man. I want hospital specific things.
All right,
What else did I miss? Did I miss anything?
What would I have gone?
Parking.
Could have gone parking. Could have gone toilet.
Ambulance.
Yes.
Ambulance. I've lost.
Stethoscope.
Yeah, I was the medical
X-ray.
tools were missing from my head. X-ray
Yeah,
as well.
X-ray. Dude.
I was gonna go physio.
Yeah, physio. I would have
Fuck,
counted physio.
shit. All
Could
right,
have said
fair.
food.
12 is a very nice and awkward number. I knew that you would cave onto that. Kind of like,
Fair enough.
But you got to 6 very quickly and then you just stopped.
oh, I was sweating a little bit. I was like, fine.
All right. So currently Henry is leading 1-0. Your next category, boys, and Miguel, maybe you can start off this one, is things that are round.
What the fuck? That's so vague, man. Things that are round.
Think outside the
All
box.
right, are we talking about spherical round or just general round?
I'll give you both. Keep it nice and broad. I want some big answers here.
12.
13.
14.
Yeah. Go. Name 14. Name 14 round things. Go on.
Let's give it a crack.
Yeah,
All right.
Go.
You have 30 seconds to name 14 round things. Your time starts now.
The moon,
Yep.
the sun,
Yep.
Mercury,
Yep.
Venus, Earth, Mars, Saturn, Jupiter, Uranus,
9,
Pluto,
10,
soccer ball, basketball,
11,
golf
12,
ball.
13.
Oh, no.
How many do I need?
One more with 18 seconds left.
Tennis ball.
And just like that, he gets 14 round things in 16 seconds.
Oh, that was such a poorly. Such a poorly thought out strategy.
Dude, yeah, I thought you were going to go with the sports theme That's my immediate thought. And then I thought you might go eyeballs.
Eyeballs. Next.
Wheels. I didn't think I'll be honest, I didn't think planets.
Planets.
Fair play.
That's fucking great.
That is great.
Honestly, all I was thinking about was beans.
Oh my god.
I was like, beans are round, right?
How
Name different types of beans.
how many different types of beans can you name?
Fucking one.
Bait.
I love how confident Henry was as well on calling you out on that. When you got to 14, didn't even hesitate.
I was just thinking about beans.
All right. Well, we're currently 1-1. And probably at this moment, I'll mention we're going to play 5 rounds. And we have a leaderboard now as well. So this leaderboard we used to use for our games. And now we're going to have a guest leaderboard. So, Henry, you'll be the inaugural member of the guest leaderboard.
It's an honor.
So you'll be winning until we get another guest on. So for however many weeks that is, you are going to be the winner. So firstly, congratulations.
Thank you.
So we'll move on to the next round. And to be honest, I want Henry to actually play around. I don't want you to be naming them. I want Henry to be naming them. I'll give you an easy one. So your category, the next category is breakfast foods.
15.
Bullslut, bro.
I think you can. I don't think this
Well,
is
we'll see how it goes. Let's see how many beans you can name again.
Henry,
I'll give you on baked beans. There you go,
what?
brother.
I'm only going to count one type of beans. I'm saying it right now. All right. So Henry,
I only know one.
you have 30 seconds to name 15 breakfast foods. Your time starts now.
All right. Bacon, eggs, beans, bread, fucking yogurt,
Yeah.
cereal.
Yeah.
6,
Can we do muesli?
7,
Sure.
Fruits.
8,
Yep.
15 seconds.
Can I do different types of milk?
No.
Fuck. Oh god.
How many have you got?
I'm done.
He's got 8, 9 seconds. Come on, keep going.
Okay. Fucking peanut butter,
Yeah.
jam,
Yeah.
2 seconds.
butter,
Yeah.
Yep. That's time. How many did he
You
get?
got to 11.
What did you say?
15.
That's actually not a bad effort. What other things could you have said? I would have said pancakes.
The problem is, if you say eggs, you rule yourself out of scrambled eggs. You know?
Yeah. So if you
Poached
started
eggs.
naming the different types of eggs, I would have allowed it.
If you didn't
But
say
you went-
if you didn't say milk yet, and then you went oat milk. Milk is nah.
Now, milk, I wouldn't have allowed milk because
But
milk is milk.
cereal, for example.
Yeah, if you start saying Kellogg, like cornflakes, Cocoa Pops, rice
See, I
bubbles.
was gonna do that, but then I was like, nah, I want to challenge myself.
And challenge yourself too much.
So now you are down.
I thought it was a game of confidence.
Fair enough.
that's
I
true.
respect it. I respect
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
All right, so it's currently 2-1 to Miguel. Wow, just like that.
Get me on the leaderboard, mate.
So your next category is TV shows. TV shows. Miguel, we'll start with you.
2.
A man who doesn't watch any TV
Like
shows.
2.
10.
10.
10.
10 is easy. I'll tell
Yeah,
you
for
that.
you, man.
No, so I'm saying even for Henry, I reckon he would be able
Oh,
to do
bullslut. 10.
Oh,
Give me
dude,
10.
He's going to roll this, man. All right. Henry, you have 30 seconds to name 10 TV shows. Your time starts now.
Simpsons, Futurama, BoJack Horseman, Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul,
Never going to win.
Twin Peaks,
7,
The Walking Dead,
8,
2 more.
15 seconds. 2 more.
Invincible, Samurai Jack.
Done. Just like that.
There's
With 10
no
seconds.
chance, brother.
Why did you say 2?
Because I don't watch things.
Dude, but surely you can. Oh, actually, wait, I was going to ask you, have you watched the Beckham documentary yet?
I've watched that.
Okay, I would have allowed that.
That's not a TV show.
Yeah, it is.
Well, then past that, what else? My Friends. That's about it in my head.
Rest in peace. You watched Game of Thrones?
You think this brain's working at top functionality to get the 5 shows I've watched in the past 10 years?
Fair enough, fair enough. All right, for this final round,
It's 2-all.
2-all. And with Roe being in Europe, I thought maybe our last round can be places in Europe.
What do you mean by places?
Cities in Europe.
The cities in
So you
Europe.
can't do fucking landmarks.
You know what? No, I will allow landmarks. I want this to be a big, I want you guys to be naming 30 things in 30 seconds. So I'll allow cities and landmarks.
Cities, landmarks.
Yep, cities and landmarks.
Countries.
Why not? We'll go cities, countries, landmarks. I want you guys to swing for the fences here.
So like
17.
anything in Europe, basically.
Yes, anything in Europe.
Jesus.
17.
Here we go.
18.
All right. I like this.
19.
21.
Yeah, go for it.
21. All right. So,
Oh my God.
so let's clarify here.
Henry, you bastard. You little rat bastard.
So for the win, you got to name 21 places in Europe, but we're going to allow cities, countries, and landmarks.
Yeah.
21. All right. So you have 30 seconds to name 21 places in Europe. Your time starts now.
Spain, Portugal, England, Wales, Ireland, Scotland, Northern Ireland, France, Germany, Austria, Italy,
11.
fucking London, Leeds, Manchester, Birmingham,
15,
Liverpool,
16.
Madrid, Barcelona,
18. 10 seconds left.
Lisbon,
19.
Rome,
20.
Paris.
21.
Oh,
with 4
fucking
seconds to
hell.
go. Well done.
Very nice.
You can tell when I lost all the countries. Cheers, boss.
Yeah.
You can tell when I lost the countries.
But then, yeah. And so with this game, you often have a strategy. So if you're when you're naming like 20, you'll have like, all right, I'm going to name X amount of things. But then once you get to the end of it and then you pause there, that's when you're fucked. Like once you get to the end of your list, well, luckily you moved on to cities very quickly and then you found your way again. That was very nice. So Miguel, you'll win 3-2, but Henry will go on the leaderboard with 2 points. So hopefully our next guest, actually, I'll be honest, I would say we're very seasoned at Bullslut.
Yeah, it's a hard game.
It is a hard. How did you find it?
Yeah, I mean, the TV shows one was pretty easy, but everything.
I mean, he basically gave you that one.
Yeah. The round thing.
That was a turning point of the game.
Honestly, when you guys were talking about things like European, I was still thinking about beans.
I think that's where we lost you. I think we lost you about 10 minutes ago with the beans. Well, Henry, thank you for playing that game. And hopefully maybe you can come back on another time and try and outdo yourself. All you need to do is go to manscaped.com, go onto their website, go have a browse, take some time. Don't rush this. Take as long as you need. Have a look at their shavers, their creams, their deodorants, their boxes, which again, highly recommend.
Highly recommend.
Choose whatever you want, pick them out, go to your checkout, and then with 3 simple letters, T, C, and B, you'll get 20% off and free shipping straight to your door.
That's class.
So don't waste any time. Go support the people who support us. Go to manscaped.com, use checkout TCB to get 20% off and free shipping. Our final segment of the day, boys. We're looking at pet peeves. This week in particular, we wanted to go and look and talk about your office pet peeves. So we put the call out on Instagram and a lot of you guys responded with some very good ones, actually.
A lot of anger.
Yeah, dude, a lot of
A lot
people.
of personal vendettas against people.
There was a lot of oddly specific pet peeves. Like you might as well just name the person you're trying to flame in some of the comments. But we'll go through those soon. But I know, Henry, you prepared a few as well. So maybe you want to get us started at maybe some of your office pet peeves.
All right, I feel like a dick for saying this, but I don't like people who answer closed-ended questions with an open-ended answer. That's you ask them how the weekend was and they'll go on a 10-minute fucking tangent about everything. And
Isn't that on you for asking then? If you're asking,
it's
you should
general politeness.
Yeah, the expected answer is, I had a good weekend.
Yeah, because they ask you, how's your weekend? It's like, good, how about yours? Like, my dog just died. It's like, oh, sorry about that.
Anyways, about the budgets this week.
Yeah.
That's how quick it should be.
I don't know. I think if you're asking, you can't be complaining if people are giving you actual answers. I agree with you. I would want a beautiful, short, succinct answer. But if I'm getting a long answer, it is what it is. You just got to go with the ride.
The thing is, I feel bad for them because it's a sign that they don't have friends. I know it sounds mean, but it's like if you had a good, close circle of people in your family and your friends that you can talk to,
Yeah.
then when you go to work, people ask you how it's like, fucking great.
Yeah. Okay.
You can lie about it. It's like, yeah, I got some shit going on, but I already talk about it with people that actually give a fuck.
So when someone is doing that to you, do you just zone out or what? Are you just nodding your head? Are you just trying to end the conversation as quick as possible?
No, you know what? I give it a bit of leeway because that also means I have to do less work. But
So, Sen, on Monday, your boss asks you, how was your weekend, Sen? How you replying?
But I would just, I say the same thing I say every Monday. Yeah, it was good. Hung out with my friends, hung out with my family, end of story. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not the type of person who's going to go out of my way and tell you about my entire weekend. Unless I did something sick. In which case I might. But I'll be honest, no, I'm not saying anything.
Exactly. It should be short, sharp, succinct.
Oh, I don't know, but I think that it's like what Henry said. There are going to be people who are a bit lonely, don't have mates. And so this is their only
Or what
way.
if they just positive people in life. Not us three gremlins who just negative, don't want to tell anyone anything.
Okay, I don't mind if you give me an actual story with structure and stakes and stuff. Like I know that's
You want a narrative.
You want
a novella.
yeah. It's like, well, if you're gonna use all that time, don't give me a fucking recap of every single thing. Like they'll tell you like they went to this park and it's like, okay, great. And they just keep naming parks and the bathrooms they went to, and it'll talk about like the car that they drove. And I'm like,
okay, that I agree. That is a bad one. What have you got? What else? What's your next one?
I sent this through to you guys. I think the anonymous feedback forms.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got an anonymous feedback form sent to me by HR asking me to do ratings from a manager. So first of all, this manager was new. I only worked with her for a month. Second of all, my marketing team has 2 people. How fucking anonymous can you be?
It's a coin flip, man.
So what did you do? Did you honestly?
I gave her 5 stars across the board. I mean,
That's the only thing you can do with fucking 2 people.
Yeah. The other thing is like, you don't just rate their performance. They also asked me to rate like on a scale of 1 to 5, where I think she lies on like personality spectrums and stuff like that.
Jesus.
Yeah. And I was like, I've talked to this person like twice.
You told me about Taylor Swift and that was about it.
Yeah.
Is 1 like bad or 1 good?
It's more like 1 is never and 5 is all the time kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know.
Does that mean, did they have to fill one on about you, or was it only just you have to do it?
I think it
about
was just
her?
for the managers. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Again,
yeah.
just 5s all around then.
Yeah. I got a bit of PTSD about anonymous feedback forms because I started uni in 2014.
Yeah.
This was back when they didn't have online forms, so you got to handwrite it. And my sociology class was really poorly run. So basically on the feedback form, which was anonymous, everyone gave the teacher very negative feedback and she took it very personally. So she started comparing the handwriting for our homework to the ones on the feedback
That's
form.
not on.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and started called me out. I was like,
Would you write?
I don't know, I just like, she's not good.
Was this at UNSW?
Yeah.
Call out the professor. Look down the barrel. Call her out. What's her name?
I don't remember.
So wait.
Name one professor that you remember from your uni.
I don't remember either. But I thought if it was someone you hated this much. So wait, what happened to her in the
It was
end?
nothing personal. It was just like she's not good. Because like when you do like a lot of the classes at uni,
Yeah.
sometimes it's people that are really good at teaching. And,
Yeah.
But the uni rankings are usually for master's degrees and PhDs and
Correct.
research.
Yeah.
Undergrad does not count for most of them. When it comes to undergrad shoots, it's mostly just people doing their masters who don't want to fucking be there, but it's the only way they can make money.
I have a gripe about tutes as well, especially at UNSW. Some of the tutors I had were some of the biggest dickheads I've met in my life. Like, they took it way too seriously.
They get on a little power trip that they're the ones marking the papers now. They're the ones giving you class participation.
Because you got that was the problem. Because you got the participation marks, and I remember there was one finance course I did, and it was with our mate Dave. So he was in my class, and so to get a participation mark, you actually had to answer a question, and I was dumb, so I was getting Dave to whisper me the answers, and then I'd put my hand up. And the guy saw it. So I answered a question. And in the end, I didn't get the mark. And I asked why. He's like, oh, because your mate told you the answer. And I'm like, brother, that's not part of the rules, man. The rule is just answer a question. Doesn't matter where I get the answer from. So
I didn't care enough about that extra 5% for class participation, dude.
Brother, when you're all teetering between a fail or a credit, you're taking any points you can get.
Oh, you know what? I reckon this is probably even worse than any office pet peeve. It's people who do the participation marks and just say the most heinously useless shit at class.
Dude.
And they already got the marks and they still keep participating and taking marks away from other more deserving people. And like some of them are just like, they're just giving their opinions and they're just flat out fucking wrong.
Yeah.
Especially like the commerce ones where it's like, it's pretty straightforward. It's just like a question about marketing. And they just have no fucking idea. I'm like, how?
I'm going to bring this back to a work context. It's like similar to those people who just repeat whatever, like for example, your manager will give you some instructions and the other person will just repeat it back to them. Like they just want to say something for the sake of saying something.
Yeah.
I'm like, brother, you're actually zero value add right now. Just shut up.
And then back to the uni one. What I hate is when people ask a question, but then they answer it as well. It's like, oh, does supply and demand mean this? Because I read that it means this. And like, shut the fuck up. No one asked.
I wonder where are those people now?
Probably doing well in life, to be
probably.
honest.
Not in a podcast talking shit about them.
Managing us three. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm gonna make this as general as possible. Quite a few of my staff meetings, every time someone says no stupid questions, always followed by the stupidest fucking question. sometimes there's like, because I have to write jokes as like a fucking, like, I do that almost daily, right?
Yeah.
I can't fathom the imagination that some of these people have in terms of how stupid the questions they ask are. Anyway, this one's quite specific.
Good. The more specific, the better.
So the place I work at,
Man, you might as well name the place. You've pretty much.
No, it's one of those things where it's like there's several organizations who share the same bathroom, and the people who are clients for the organizations also use the bathroom.
Right. Okay.
People love having phone calls during their shit.
Oh, I hate that so much, man.
Rohit is a massive.
Shit talker.
Yeah. Oh, well, he's a wee talker. I've picked up the phone many a times with him, and I'm like, why is there an echo? It's like, oh yeah, I'm taking a pee right now.
Luckily, you only heard the echo. I hear him piss. I hear his piss hit the urinal when he's talking to me. I'm like, brother, call me back in a minute.
So I've never had anyone call me while they were taking a shit. So you're saying people are on the toilet having a dump and they're on the phone?
Yeah.
That's fucked up. I'm sorry. That's disgusting.
And they continue it as they're washing their hands as well. Sometimes they're having face-to-face conversations because like, I feel like if you're having a conversation, you want to have it somewhere that doesn't smell like literal shit. And they're hanging for like 5 minutes talking nonsense.
Dude.
Couldn't get a meeting room.
Imagine like you're talking to someone and you just hear a bloom.
Or like, I'll send you the email in 2 minutes.
You're straining.
Yeah, dude.
Brother, have some fiber, man. You shouldn't be pushing that hard.
And the thing is, like, yes, you can control when you release the poop, right? But you're sharing it with other people. You don't know when they're going to fart.
Dude, that's
Exactly. There's so many factors out of your control. It's just, how can this conversation not wait 5 minutes?
I can say I've never heard that though. Like in my work office, I've never heard anyone on the phone.
I've witnessed that many times in shopping centers.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Work, maybe can't remember, but
Work?
shopping centers, so many fuckers just take the phone call in the toilet.
Are these work calls that they're making, or is it like personal calls?
Personal, but it's like, what's the difference? Like, I think it's because they don't work. Like, if you're working at a place and only people that work there use the bathroom, you don't want people to know that you're a fucking weird unit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But if you're just there to, like, you know, access a certain non-profit service, I'll be like, hey man, what's up? You know?
I don't know. I'll say if it's a personal call, it's marginally better than if it was a work call. But still, grody.
Take it outside is what I say.
Yeah, it's grody nonetheless.
Just call them back.
What's that urgent that you need to call while taking a shit?
Yeah, also, like, I don't need to focus, but I can't have a conversation. That's multitasking to, like, there's no evolutionary fucking benefit to being able to shit and talk at the same time, you know?
But surely if let's say you're in the bathroom, right, and someone's having a conversation in the urinal next to you, sorry, in the stall next to you, surely you, like, start taking the piss, start moaning and stuff.
Well, like back in high school when someone takes a phone call.
Yeah. Like a Jamie Zhu. Oh, yeah. Oh, anyway, that's what I would do. All right, so thank you all the listeners who wrote in. We're going to read out some of the best ones. So first one is from Henry Zhu.
That's me.
I know.
Motherfucker.
All right, first one is from Renuli. She said, people who talk in another language in the office.
Yeah, I think this is a bit rogue.
Dude, that's so disrespectful.
Because, why do you need a private conversation in the office?
Because if I was sitting in an office and I heard two guys or two women or whatever talking in another language, I'm immediately going to think they're talking shit about me or talking shit about other people. Surely, like, why, like you said, why other reason would you be talking in another language?
I work in an office where a lot of people talk English as a second language. It's their home language.
All right, fine. So there's some scenarios where you can talk in another language, but let's just say it's predominantly everyone has English as their first language. And then you have two people who are off on the side just talking in their own language.
Yeah.
And these people can speak English and everything.
Yeah, they're absolutely fluent in English.
Yeah, they speak to everyone, but then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they're talking a little, and they're chuckling as well, and they're doing all those. And that's when I'm like, what are you talking about? That's so secretive.
I used to get that a little bit, like when I went on exchange and like I'd talk to someone at a party and they just talked to a friend in Spanish. I'm like, I get it, but I'm a little bit upset about this actually. I'm just trying to be nice.
I guess I'll go fuck myself then. Jesus.
No, so I think that I agree with that. That is not good behavior. Next one, Cyril. Guys that continuously shake their legs, which you can hear and feel the vibration from.
What?
I'm going to put my hand up. I'm a big leg shaker.
I think I am as well, but not to this level. What do you mean can hear it in vibrations?
Like if you're sitting next to...
I thought he said leg shaver.
Oh.
shake. There's a K.
I was like, what is this, a fucking Manscaped? I hate blokes who shave their legs in the office.
That's our read for this
Put
week.
that in the backlog.
Yeah. No. Leg shakers. So I'm a big leg shaker. Like, I think it's a nervous tick I have, or maybe when I'm like concentrating and I don't really notice that I'm doing it on purpose, but my leg will start like going up and down like this. So you can definitely feel the vibrations.
I can feel it.
And maybe you
actually,
feel
yeah.
like stamping your foot at the same time. You can definitely hear it. So I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I'm okay with this as well. I don't think there's too much wrong.
Leg shaking's fun.
Like-
I do it myself.
There you go. It's a common man thing.
Yeah.
All right. Next one is from Irony, and she wrote in, men who wear their suit jackets at their desk, get off it. So I assume she means people who sit and instead of taking their suit jacket, yeah, I know the irony of this.
Of us three wearing suit jackets as we do this podcast.
But I think she means people who sit at their desk, but instead of taking their jacket off and hooking it onto their seat, they'll sit on their seat with the jacket on and they're typing like this.
What the fuck? Let him be. What are you on about?
Let him cook, he says. Let him cook.
Imagine a man being like, hey, women, you're wearing too many clothes. Take off the jacket.
Yeah, look, yeah, I agree. I can see why it would look a bit silly if it is, especially if everyone has taken it off and you're the only one sitting there with it on. But I agree. Let it be. It is what it is.
I think the etiquette is to take a suit jacket off whenever you're sitting. But yeah, let him be, man. What's the problem?
Yeah, what if it's cold?
Exactly, dude.
All right, next one is from Andrew, and they wrote, Zoom meetings that last 3 minutes.
That's the worst, man. Because like I like to make use of my time when I work from home, for example, right? So if
Yeah.
I don't have meetings at this time, I'll be home. But if I don't have a meeting, then maybe it's fair game to go get a haircut or go to the shops, buy my groceries for the week or something. So when someone puts in a meeting, turns out it's only 3 minutes, but I
Yeah.
blocked out an entire hour to figure this shit out.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
What I do now is if I know it's going to be a short meeting, I'll literally put in for 10, 15 minutes. Like,
I think people don't know that's a function on like Teams.
one of my other mates does 25-minute meetings. Like, not full 30 minutes, not 15. He does 25.
This is a fucking Netflix show.
I don't know. But I don't mind it.
It's maybe so you're not back to back. You know what I mean? You're not
Yeah,
jumping.
it gives you 5 minutes in between if you have another
if you
meeting.
need to go take a shit or
Who's
something.
scheduling Zoom meetings 10 minutes within each other?
Some days I have 15-minute ones back to back to back.
What the fuck?
Yeah. But no, I agree. Zoom meetings, like, if it's not more than 15 minutes, there's no need for it. This can be a phone call or an email or even a
Exactly.
Slack message.
3 minute, like short meetings. That doesn't need to be in the calendar. Just call me then and there, brother.
Okay, counterpoint. 3-minute meetings are better than a 3-hour meeting. Short and sweet, it's just this very small conversation. 3-hour meetings, people start having like tangents and fucking this and that. It's like,
I will disagree. I think 3-minute ones are disrespectful of my time.
No, dude, because at that point, like 3-hour meetings, even half an hour meetings, the first 15 minutes is what'd you do this weekend? How's fucking your pet dog's sister going? Like, shut the fuck up. The meeting says we're talking about budgets. Let's talk about the budgets and get out of here, man. I don't need to hear all this. If you want to talk about this, talk to outside of work, which I'm not going to reply to you. All right? I don't need
also,
it.
with the meetings, it's scheduled as you are busy at this point.
Yeah.
So 3 minutes for it's scheduled for half an hour.
True.
27 minutes, just like, oh,
27 of me time, 25.
Exactly. That's fair.
exactly. It's like, hey man, I was working on the stuff from the meeting, you know?
All right.
That's
next,
fair. But I think schedule it for the 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever.
all right. Next one is from Shav, and they said, not getting through the second interview for an internship. I don't think that's a pet peeve, brother.
I think
That
this
just
is a personal grievance.
sounds like a skill issue, really. I've never gotten any internship in my life, so I can't really relate to this. But I have not gotten many jobs, but I failed usually at the resume part. So they never even wanted to even see my face, which is I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, for me, I think I failed like 3 interviews. 2 of them were because I was heavily underskilled. Because I was trying to apply for marketing jobs. I knew nothing about marketing. They asked me marketing questions. I'm like, fucking, I don't know. And the other one was at Apple when I tried to apply to be not a genius. What's the people that work in the Apple store?
Oh, like the customer service.
the customer service. I wasn't culty enough for them.
I had an interview with them, and did you make the interview stage?
I got the interview. I was in the Apple store
In the
with
store,
everyone
right?
after hours. Yeah.
Dude, and literally one part of the interview is they went around and just be like, everyone tell us your favorite thing about Apple. And you're sitting there with like 20 other people and These guys are actual nerds.
It's just fucking glazing 24/7,
literally just
bro.
wanking off Apple about like some random feature that they have, and I'm like, dude, I do not have the personality for this. I'm way too jaded for this. So I just said like, oh yeah, the phones are pretty cool.
Yeah, they're talking about the ethos, the culture,
Yeah.
the this or that.
Talk about Steve Jobs.
Clearly read off the website. I'm like, shut the
No,
fuck
dude, I think these
up.
guys actually know the shit though. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Next one is from Pritpal. Not tying up the loaf of bread. So
You get bread in your office? What the fuck is this?
That's a must
Hey
be
man,
nice.
be grateful for what you have. Jesus.
we have,
Stale bread, fresh bread, still bread. It's
Yeah.
better than air.
but it's still annoying. Like we get bread in our office, and dude, if you're gonna fine, use the bread, but literally it takes 30 seconds just to tie it back up. Not even, it takes 10 seconds to tie
That
it
is
back
true.
up.
That is true.
Just respect for your other co-workers.
That is true.
Okay, here's the thing. So so is he saying that they leave the bread packaging open?
Probably just
Yeah.
wide open. Not
Yeah.
even a little fold underneath.
No,
Not even that maneuver.
Does he work with my fucking housemate?
I don't think Henry's joking about that one.
That also came from a personal place.
All right, next one is Jerry. Someone leaving rubbish or an empty cup at the end of the day for the cleaners. I agree with this
That's
one.
another respect thing.
That is another respect thing. You know, we have cleaners at our office, but I will at least go put my cups and plates next to the dishwasher.
Not even in.
We don't we're not allowed to put it in the dishwasher.
Oh, you're banned.
We're banned. It's for them to do.
Oh, wow.
So I'll put my rubbish in the bin, but cups and plates, I'll put on the sink. I'll rinse it. I'll put it in the sink, and that's it. I'll at least do that. I won't just leave it on my desk for them to come get. And I feel like I'm getting a lot of judgment here.
That's fair. Especially, for example, if you work in like a hot desking scenario.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
definitely have to clean up after yourself. You know what my dad does? If someone ever leaves their like laptop, for example, on a hot desk and he notices it's been there for like more than an hour or two and it's just been left, he like unplugs it. So it like runs out of juice. And my dad told me that with very sick satisfaction. And I'm like, you know what? You do you, brother.
Some king shit.
It is king shit, man. Don't leave your shit on a hot desk for like 2 hours.
What do you mean?
Where have you been?
What if I went for lunch?
2 hours.
Yeah.
Why's your laptop still there?
Because it's my desk for the day.
Ah, piss off.
I don't
Seriously?
have a hot desk.
Find another
It's a
one.
hot desk, not a day desk, you know?
It is a day desk.
Eh.
Hot desk just means you don't get it for the next day.
But this is obviously outside of lunch times, you know what I mean? This is
Yeah,
at like,
okay.
it's 10 a.m. and there's a desk there. And by lunch, it's already still there. Then you're taking the piss.
Yeah, okay, fine. Next one's from Keith. He says, having a Microsoft Teams meeting without a headset on in the middle of the office. That's filthy.
I don't know how people do this.
Dude, it's so annoying. Like if you're sitting there and your like meeting is just blaring out for everyone to hear, that is so, again, to use the word, disrespectful to everyone else around you. And also, I don't care about your meeting.
The people that I work with are not very good at tech either.
Right.
Uh,
I want to come to your office one day. You are painting a very good picture of it.
Dude, if they don't have headsets on, for me, it's just like, fuck that. I don't feel like young people do that. I feel that's more like what's a headset, you know?
It's a boomer thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to give them leeway, but I'm like,
No, they should know. And you do. A lot of these companies, when you join, they give you they literally give you the tools you need. So like, there's no excuse for this behavior.
it's a non-profit, mate.
Maybe not yours, but at the rest of the
We'll
office.
come back to one. You know what else I hate about this is when people do the Teams meeting at the desk with a headset, but they talk so loud.
Yeah.
Because obviously there's so much noise, people talking to each other and that they're trying to talk over it.
Yeah.
Instead of going to the fucking 10 free meeting rooms, they just pop the headset on and start yelling. And then like, you can tell everyone's like looking at each other like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
We, in my office, like all the meeting rooms are booked out, but we have these specific like little jump in, jump out rooms specifically for this reason. Like if you don't have a headset, you're meant to go into these because they're soundproof, but also they're also taken as well. So you have people just sitting there at their desk in the middle of the floor yelling about something. We have these other ones, which like communal desks. So it'll be literally a massive desk in the middle of the floor and it'll have a massive screen there. And these are meant to be used for that. It's like you'll walk past like a meeting where it is just people yelling at each other. So at my office, they kind of encourage some of that behavior.
I hate it, bro. I hate it so much. Just go somewhere else and take your meeting, you fucking bastard.
All right, next one. Sarah writes in, let's take this offline. I hate it.
Yeah.
For me, let's take this offline means if you're in a meeting and someone says that, it means we've been caught blindsided by what you just said, and I don't have an answer for you right now, so I'll come back to you later. Is more or less what you're trying to say with that.
I don't mind it because a lot of times I've heard it recently is when people start yapping away. For example, you have a sprint where you're meant to talk about 10 tasks, right?
Yeah.
And you're only up to the first task and then they've yapped away about it for like 15 minutes and you're nearly out of time. So yeah, take it offline. Fuck off. We've got 9 other things to talk about, man.
Oh, so it's more of a efficiency sort of
Yeah,
thing.
like let's you and I talk about this another time.
Is this a corporate way of just telling someone to shut the fuck up?
Yes, really. It actually is.
Okay.
But take it offline. What do you mean offline?
Yeah, as
It's
in
very vague.
it does it just mean in person? Is that all it
Off
means?
this line.
Off the-
or to
yeah,
another
off-
line.
It sounds like you're getting a punch on.
Yeah, it's the corporate version of let's take this outside.
Meet me in the car park, brother.
Can you say let's take this offline in person then? Let's say we
You're
have-
already offline.
But I think I have heard this before.
Then that's so fucked.
'Cause I think I said
That's one of the only prerequisites of that line, to be online. So you tell me you've heard this offline.
yes.
So it's like take a super offline or some shit.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh,
dude,
you
I-
need another saying. You need something else.
All right. Next one is from Maxwell, and they say Happy Friday as a greeting. Going off that, I've heard Happy Friday,
Ooh.
No.
Happy Monday. I've had Happy Wednesday as well. Happy Hump Day.
I don't know.
I don't like hump day as a word.
I agree with that. That it gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah,
but in
it's
general, Happy Friday, Happy Monday. What are your thoughts on these pleasantries?
It's better than what do we plans for the weekend, I reckon. It's better than that.
I'd rather that, to be honest.
I think I'm a serial. I have 3 I go to.
What?
On a Monday, it's a hope you've had a good weekend.
Yeah, that's
All right. Not how was your weekend. Hope you've had a good weekend.
that's,
right?
that's a real man greeting right there, bro.
I don't want to hear it, but I hope you had a good one. Tuesday to Thursday is a hope you're having a great week so far.
Oh, no. Seriously? On
Yeah.
a Tuesday, bro. It's been one day.
Or hope you've had a good start to the week.
That's filthy.
That's a Tuesday one. Wednesday to Thursday, hope you have a good week so far. And Friday, I'm a serial happy Friday, bro.
Really?
I'm a serious offender, dude. It's fucked. And then I end the email with hope you have a great weekend. So
What do
don't fucking message me until Monday.
Yeah, I don't mind a hope you have a good weekend is a good one because it's the don't reply to my email.
Yeah.
But the Happy Friday, what are you actually like gaining with that?
I like to put a little pleasantry at the top of the email. So it's more than just business.
Oh, you do that in email? Come on, I don't want my emails to be longer than they need to be though.
You think that people say this in person?
Well, I've had that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, in person is a completely different realm, bro. In person is fucked.
Okay. So you're in a meeting, Henry, and so someone's come up to you or someone said to you, Henry, Happy Friday.
No, it's like
Even
when you're
just saying
walking-
it out loud.
It's like when you're walking down the corridor, someone's like Happy Friday.
No.
A drive-by. Someone's gone Happy Friday. What are you meant to say to that then?
And also to you.
What? It's not church,
love
bro.
it.
Peace be with you. So like,
That is outrageous.
I think I go in person. You can have generic statements. How you going? I don't need a specific Happy Friday, Happy Monday. Shut the fuck up. I do it over email though. Don't ever touch Friday. What about nice to meet you?
Oh,
Nah, that's the email equivalent of saying moist. That's fucked up.
nice to meet you.
Fuck
I
off.
don't think no one's ever said that to me.
I've seen that so many times, man.
Really?
Yeah.
I get the hope this email finds you well. Bro, how else is it meant to find me, brother? Like, what do you mean? I hate all these like pleasantries that add nothing. Like your email would be the same with or without it. Like you adding in any of this shit is not going to change my reaction to your email. I'm not going to see an email and be like, oh, you say Happy Friday. I'll be like, oh yay, Happy Friday. Like I find it's a waste
Zero value add.
It's a waste of internet bandwidth, bro. It's wasting my data on my
Fair
fucking-
enough. I just chuck it in just for the lols.
Next one is from Eunice, and she says, when someone takes a client call at their desk and talks super loudly, so similar to someone taking a call at their desk without a headset, but this time it's a client call. So sometimes there's a bit of sensitive information. Again, similar.
Yeah, I think
No-go.
any call at the desk, if you have to talk above a certain threshold of decibels, fuck off. Do it in a different area.
But isn't that a bad look to the client? Like if I was your client, let's say I was your client and you took a call at your desk, no headset, and I can hear other people's like conversations in the background.
Yeah, I think if you're a client, you want a bit of privacy, a bit of client care, a bit of
professionalism, please. I'm paying you money. Least you can do is fucking put earphones in or something.
Yeah.
So no, massive no-no, and I feel like you're going to lose clients if you do that. All right, the next three are from Pritpal. So his first one is going for drinks at 5 to only talk about work. You clocked off at 5. Leave it at your desk, mate.
Yeah, I don't get that.
You really?
Do you talk about work after work? You're at work drinks with your friends or your work colleagues? You're talking about the deals that you secured or the fucking...
I reckon the first 15, 20 minutes you might talk about work. And then once everyone's really gotten into it, then you talk about other stuff.
What about you, Henry? Are you talking about work outside of work?
I don't really have work outside of work. Drinks.
There you go.
Because I live in Blacktown. Where are you going to get drinks at? The fucking butchers?
RSL, man.
Yeah. Workers Club.
Oh, there is a workers.
Yeah, I wouldn't go there though.
Most of the people that I work with are parents who have kids to go back to.
Okay.
This is not relatable to me at all.
Fair enough. I don't mind it.
I hate it. I hate it.
Really?
Yeah, you should talk about other things or else just stay in the office. Talk about work.
All right, fine. We'll disagree on that one. So next one he sent was people who don't flush their shit.
What the fuck?
Hate to see how they actually live.
I've always wondered, how do you forget to flush your shit?
The way I thought about it was they don't flush because it's clogged.
Ooh.
It's not because I like to think that people are good in the world, so they're not purposely not flushing because that's pretty fucked up.
So you're telling me every time there's a shit in the toilet, they've attempted or have thought it consciously to not attempt because it's clogged?
Well, they would have attempted, but it just hasn't gone down.
I think some people just don't flush.
No, there's no way, dude. You telling me, seriously, both of you, that you've ever taken a shit in your life and you've just walked away from it?
No, not me personally.
Gotten up and walked off. Oh, well, not my problem now.
No, but there are cretins in the world that I'm sure do that. They have no care.
No way, man.
Here's my take. Unisex bathrooms are fine. Sometimes I go and take a piss and I see a used tampon in there.
Okay.
Sometimes people just don't flush. They just choose not to.
Exactly. I think there are people that just don't flush. They don't care. They've done their business. Who gives a shit?
But you won't do that at work, though. Dude, if you're doing it at work, you're definitely doing it at home. You take a shit and then your mom has to come flush it for you.
I think you're more likely to do it at work because you think other people are going to do it for you.
That's true.
It's like the cleaners thing. You know, there are cleaners. So the cleaners will fucking do it. Who cares?
What about in your share house, Henry? Any...
Oh, mate, there's a skid mark on the I don't want to talk about it.
Is that fresh?
I don't want to say no, but I have to say no. It's been there a while.
What's the general rule? Whoever does it has to clean it, right?
Yeah, but you don't know who it is. Everything's it's like who left all the dishes in the sink for 2 weeks.
Dude, you live in a house of anarchy.
Yeah, this is making me sad.
All right, we'll move on to the next one. Putting things in the microwave for 2 minutes and then walking away for 10 minutes. Wanker.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
I've seen people who do that, who put things into the microwave. They'll put it in for 2 minutes and then they'll just disappear. And then the microwave is just sat there beeping once it's done.
The worst is like if I go to the kitchen, I'm ready for lunch, and I check the microwave, and there's always food in there, right? And I will give it some courtesy. I'll wait like a minute or two, and no one's coming.
Well, I was going to ask, what is the go with that? Are you allowed to take the food out of the microwave?
Yeah.
But then what if
no, I think it's fair game. If someone's not attending to their food, you can fucking take it out.
Yeah, like if you do laundry with 7 housemates, and one of them leaves there, it's fucking 10 a.m. That's when I do my laundry. And there's still fucking laundry in there. It's like, mate, take it out, dry it, put it in the dryer, you know? What are you doing?
But then let's say the person, going back to the microwave, if the person comes back and sees their food now on the bench, do they have a right to get angry with you?
No. Where did you go? What was so important in this minute that you fucked off and expected your food not to get touched?
Is there any leeway that he can give them? Like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or as soon as it's done, you can pull it out and you can put your stuff in
I'll
there?
give it like a minute.
Okay.
I'd give
Because
it a minute.
that's a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah.
Right? But anything more than a minute, you're taking the piss.
Fair enough. Next one from Ches Pops. Coworker drying his sweaty gym clothes out on the office chairs like some shanty town.
How the fuck is he working?
Well, yeah, because like you have the people the show offs who go gym or go for a run at lunch, but then they would get changed in maybe the change rooms or the bathrooms, and then I would assume they just put their clothes in like a bag and take it home. But then you have the absolute weirdos out there who'll then try and dry it out in the open, which is festy.
And it's a shared space.
It's absolutely a shared space.
Oh, get out of here. What the fuck?
I've never seen it.
I don't think I've seen it, but I've seen people that do that you can tell they're trying to make a point that they've run at lunch.
That's exactly, I think that's all it is. It's just a chance for them to really show that they're better than you. You know, you went and had a Guzman Y Gomez, they went and had a 5 kilometer run.
Yeah, they might stay in their running shorts or something, you know, just as a symbol.
Have you ever gone to the gym at work, or while you were at work, like at lunch, going to the gym or going for a run?
After I have, and before I have, not during.
Yeah,
that seems fucked. I need all the minutes to myself to like take a break from this satanic job that I need. Right, I'm not gonna go to the gym or go for a run.
It's such try hard behavior.
Well, I get it. I also get it, but like you don't need to shove it in my face, man.
The clothes, that's just disrespectful, honestly.
Exactly. It'll stink up the whole place as well.
All right. Next one is from Pat, and he said, people who sniff super loud. I find this so great. That it's so annoying. Like if you're sitting there at a desk and the person next to you just like, dude, blow your nose, man. What are you doing? Like, how old are you?
I can't say I have that big of a gripe with this.
Seriously? Dude, that is one of the big, because that, bro, it's in your control. You can literally control your nose. Like go sneeze or blow your nose or whatever. Like it'll take nothing out of your day to do that.
I got a few sniffers in the office. It's alright.
Couch sniffers or?
We can't afford a couch in the office. I don't know. I think it depends on how long it goes for. If it's more than 10 minutes, it's gonna get to me.
So like serial sniffers.
Yeah. Like if it's 2 minutes, like fine. I'll hack it.
But if it's just continuous for the whole day.
Yeah. Like a long-term sniff is a no-no for me.
Dude, just go home and work. Like no one's forcing you to come in.
Well,
Some
actually.
people,
It's the works one day a fucking week.
Got a few more. Next one's from Haley. People walking around with no shoes on.
Is this a
She
thing?
working at a yoga class? What is going on here?
Is this a thing?
I've never seen this, but well, I can imagine. I reckon these tech companies, for some reason, I can imagine tech guys walking around barefoot.
This is the biggest no. What? You're in the office you can hack shoes for 8 hours or some shit, bro.
Actually, I've seen people who, what about this? People who take their shoes off at their desk.
What?
Yeah, so let's say you're sitting down, maybe your shoes are a bit uncomfortable, so you just take your shoes off at your desk. You're not walking around, but you're just for your desk, you're taking it off.
If there's no smell, that's fine.
I think keep them on. I still think keep them on.
Because I used to do that a couple of years ago.
Because you're wronging. That's why, man.
Dude, like sometimes you just got to get the puppies out. On a hot day, you want to get the puppies out.
Wear more comfortable shoes. That's on you for buying fucking $10 Kmart shoes, mate.
So definitely walking around is a no-no, but I don't mind it if it's at your desk. Samantha, this is, I'm a big fan of this one. So Samantha says, people who message hello with no follow-up. This is my biggest pet peeve.
I hate this so much, dude.
Biggest grievance is someone who'll message you hello, then nothing. What am I meant to do? So you want me to reply and then you'll just say hello and then tell me what you want. Or even better yet, don't even say hello. Just tell me what you want straight up.
And the worst thing is the more senior they are, the scarier it is.
Yeah.
Because if I have my manager's manager message me hey, with no reply, my mind's going crazy, bro. Did I fucking leak some documents or something? What's going on here?
Did I sell secrets to the Russians?
Exactly.
Hey guys is the one that gets me. The hey guys with nothing.
Yeah.
That's like, what's the bad news?
Yeah.
You know?
Do you automatically assume it's something bad if someone says that?
Well, the thing is, sometimes they're just going to follow up with a normal thing when you reply. And then sometimes it's fucking awful. And it's like, and this isn't at work. This is back at uni. Someone will do this all the time. I'm just like, Jesus, what's happening now?
I get the other one that annoys me is if they go, hi, Sen, how are you? And then I'll be like, oh, I'm good, thanks. How are you? And then they just completely ignore it and then just go straight to the question that they wanted to ask. I'm like, why did you ask then, man?
Why are these fake pleasantries?
Yeah.
Man? Piss off.
So yeah, this for me is, I reckon, number one pet peeve.
Yeah. Because the thing is, the last thing about this is it's either, for me at work, it's either going to be they're going to ask you to do something or it's bad news. It's never like some casual thing or anything.
Next one's from Joe, and they said using email to talk about non-related work matters rather than using Slack or Teams.
Man, even using Teams to talk about non-work related matters is a little bit. How you going? You know.
But I find that outrageous when people have like full-blown conversations over email. Like I was once in a chain where this was back when I was at KPMG. It was between my manager and the partner, and they just went back and forth for like 3 hours, just exchanging one-line jokes with each other. And I'm like, just remove me off this chain. I don't need to be CC'd on this, man. I don't get anything from this.
That's just boomer behavior, no? Talking
Big
through
full
email.
manager behavior.
Exactly.
It's the often like, how was your weekend? And then they'll reply back with what they did on the weekend. And then the other person will reply back saying, oh, that's cool. I did this so-and-so on the weekend. So it's just the conversation of what we were talking about before, but just happening over email, which is even more outrageous. Next one's from Tilly, and she says, microwaving tinned tuna. Whole office stinks. We had a lot of messages about tuna.
Yeah, tuna specifically.
A lot of people don't like tuna. I don't think I've had anyone who's microwaved or eaten tuna at their desk in a while. I think people have gotten the message. I feel like it's common knowledge now. Tuna is not the go for office. But what other, are there any other equivalent foods that people bring in that stink up the office?
I don't know foods, but I know one of my old jobs, my desk was right by the kitchen. So I would always smell whatever heinous things people were microwaving. And it would throw me off every day. It'd be the most random things.
Would you ever ask, inquire, or you're just looking and smelling?
I'd trying to walk away, man. I don't want to smell it. And I couldn't care less what they're eating.
That's fair.
Not near me, please.
What about you? Any tuna, Henry?
It's not the food. It's the breath post food that gets me.
Oh, true, actually.
What? So someone's gone for a nice Italian meal and they smell like garlic or something?
Yeah, a bit of garlic, bit of onion. Just like, okay. Well, I'll kill my manager, so I can't say.
Can't say anything.
Yeah.
I had this one thing a long time ago where I worked, and the person training me, my senior, obviously she would have to come to my desk and sort of stand next to me while I'm on the computer doing stuff, right? And she had the worst coffee breath, dude.
Oh, really?
Every day I could smell it. And I'm like, I can't say anything or else I'm going to get the sack, man. I'm like, have a mint, man. Have a fucking
What you should have done,
gum.
you should have just had a mint at your desk. And while she was there, you should have eaten one and be like, oh, do you want one as well?
That's a mint. Is that why you have mints?
No, I have
Senny's a big mint carrier.
I love mints, dude.
Yeah.
But is it more nefarious?
No. It's more just for myself, really.
Oh, fair enough.
All right, 4 more to go. So next one's from Josh, and he says, mandatory office days in a flexible office job. So I don't get that.
I think that's a big one these days because I think from COVID and around that time, a lot of people are getting hired on hybrid or work from home or remote working contracts, right? But then now this whole thing of, fucking every company wants their people to work in the office. Those mandates are office-wide or company-wide. These people that, signed a cushy contract that said, they can work from home 5 days a week. Now they're being forced 2-3 days a week.
Oh.
They were hired under false pretenses.
And it's the other thing is some offices that do that, it's either that they want to make the most out of their rent or whatever. I've heard that other companies, they're trying to lay off people, but they don't want to make it look like a mass layoff. So what they will do is they will increase the mandate to get people who can't get in the office to leave the job. So it won't be a mass layoff.
I think that's what happened to Tesla, I think, or Twitter when Elon got it.
This isn't a pet peeve. This is just evil, honestly.
It's just, illegal, if anything.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot.
Yeah.
They're forcing people to quit rather than them lay them off.
So you don't have to pay them out.
Exactly. And then you don't have to say, oh, fuck, we're not doing well. We're laying off X amount of people. They've just left. What can I do?
Do you guys hear about, I think it was, I can't remember, maybe it was at Atlassian, where they had very conveniently, just before financial year, they would say, every day that you come into the office over the next 2 weeks, we'll donate $1 to charity.
Oh,
I
really?
think it was $5 to charity or something. It was they were trying to kind of emotionally manipulate you into coming to the office. Like, hey, mate, if you work from home, that's $5 that we're not going to give to cancer kids,
Oh,
That's outrageous.
that is.
How's that an incentive, man?
That would probably work on me. You'd guilt trip me enough into coming into the
I
office.
don't like how all these companies are doing these little gimmicks to get people into the office.
It's
Say it how it is. You've paid rent and you need to make the most of it, man. Come on.
yeah.
All right, next one is also from Josh. He's saying, when they say big things are coming.
I work for a non-profit. Big things.
Yeah, we often have a big things are coming, and it's often just free ice cream for 2 hours on a Thursday. Cool, man.
Yeah, I hear a lot like we have things in the pipeline. That's the last I've heard of that.
Yeah.
I never get a follow-up.
I think our last big things were coming was they introduced Slack. That's like, thanks, man. I guess. All right, next one's from Ishvin. And Ishvin says, people who use mechanical keyboards. Surely not in an office. Like, if you're in an office, you're using whatever's given to you, which is never a mechanical keyboard. It's just one of those Lenovo ones.
You're a different kind of nerd if you're bringing a mechanical keyboard to the office.
I see people who bring their own mouse in, which I'm fine with. Like what's the one, the name of that mouse where it's like,
The vertical looking one.
Yeah.
I
Like,
don't know.
dude, those ones.
I know what you're talking about.
People bring those in, which I'm, again, completely fine with, but I've never seen anyone who lugs from home their like Keychron fucking mechanical keyboard.
Henry, what are you using out of the
I'm gonna
office?
out myself here. I do bring my mechanical keyboard to work.
That's not on, man.
But
What's the point?
It's not
Why?
allowed. What? It's because the fucking it's.
The clickiness.
Are you serious?
No, well, it's okay. There's different types of switches for keyboards. I have the quiet type.
Which color is that? Brown, red, blue?
No, it's like an AliExpress Chinese brand that has like quieter keystrokes
I see.
that I use. This is very uninteresting, and I don't think you should keep this in the edit.
No, that's fine. So why this over the? Do they provide keyboards at your office?
Yeah, but my one's like a fucking. It's the one where it's all like lined up, so it's like it's less tiring to type.
Right.
Wait, as in it goes A, B, C, D, E, F.
It's like an ergonomic one.
Oh, dude, this is some nerd shit, dude.
This
guy's
I had
BYOing
a
his-
lot of time during COVID.
How much did this set you back? Actually, from AliExpress, probably cheap, right?
Probably 150 overall. That's including the case and the keycaps and all the other shit.
Brother, the Logitech they give you is all good, man. It's fine.
All right, Ishvin, seems like you have Henry here who also takes his mechanical keyboard to work. All right, final one from Andy, and they said, pet Slack channels where everyone spams their pet pics for clout. I don't think we have one of these. Or if we do, I'm not in it because I don't have any pets.
My company has one, and it's exactly that. People just flogging off their pet pics. My dog Henry who had a cute little run at the park today, and they're fucking sending 10 videos. Shut up.
Is it that it? That's all it is. People send their pics of their dogs.
Yeah,
and
but
cats.
there's obviously a community. People are loving it, enjoying it, but like it's all a bit too much, man.
Do you ever send pics of your dog?
No way, dude.
Why?
I barely tell people about my weekend. They're not getting pictures of my dog. No way, dude. But I think it's a bit much.
It's like people's kids. Like, I don't want to hear about people's kids, nor do I want to hear about your pets or see pictures of your pets.
I'll accept it if, I work with you. If you're part of my team or something and you tell me about your pet,
So yours is company-wide.
it's company-wide, man. So someone
Are you
in...
able to mute the channel? Or like,
but it's still, the whole idea of it is just not for me. Like, if someone in fucking Auckland is posting a picture of it, why do I give a shit about your
Yeah,
pet
what the
rabbit?
fuck?
I don't care.
Any gnarly animals? Anyone got like a snake?
I
Or
don't
a-
pay too much attention to it, but maybe.
That should be the reason for the Slack channel. People give like
Exotic pets.
exotic pets. Yeah, like a monitor lizard or a anaconda or some shit like that.
Maybe.
Every man and their dog has a dog. Anything on pets for you guys or?
mate, half the people I work with don't even know how to use a camera. So
Dude, I feel sorry for your co-workers. You have absolutely slandered them today.
they're nice people.
I think that's the first positive thing he said about his entire work experience.
All right. Thank you to everyone who wrote in with your pet peeves. There was a lot more. We'll try and maybe put a few more up on the story. Any of the other good ones, we'll story those ones. Let us know if there are any others that we missed out on or if you disagree with our takes. Alrighty, lads, that brings us to the end of this, I think, pretty fun episode. Long episode from the looks of it. I don't know how much Kush will cut out. We'll see. But thank you, Henry, for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
I hope you had a good time. Do you want to maybe let the listeners know where they can find you, socials, or if you have any upcoming gigs?
Yep. So Henry SZOO is my Instagram, and Henry SZOO96 is my TikTok. I'll post clips of my stand up there, and fucking that's it.
The master marketer right here.
We'll put in the.
We'll put all the links in the description of the episode anyway. And you can maybe see him at your nearest trivia. Who knows?
Yes.
While you're at it, find us. You can find our episodes on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. While you're there, give us a 5-star rating. You can also find us on Instagram and TikTok at Critical Banter, and you can also find us on YouTube, also at Critical Banter.
Find us a lot of places, man.
Yeah, we've got our finger all over the internet. A lot of criminating videos and audio. Thank you for coming on, Henry. And yeah, we'll see you next time.
Yeah.